A very good afternoon to all our viewers within and outside the country. We are back again on your screen with your very interesting program, Insurance Matters. This is a very unique era where we are all celebrating, and so I want to say season's greetings to all those who will be celebrating. I want to say celebrate with care. You can't do all, just do the little you can and be happy. This is the program that is being brought to you by Transparent Protection Ltd by Guarantee, an NGO that has devoted itself to the development of the insurance sector here in Nigeria and beyond. And so we come on this platform to get you enlightened by picking up key areas and bringing it in bits so that you gain an understanding and begin to enjoy whatsoever it is that is enjoyable in the sector. Like I always say, most people's knowledge about insurance is limited to third-party motor insurance and probably the comprehensive policy. But today we're bringing you something very unique that I'm sure most persons may not have heard. Once again, my name is Godswill Egede, and I want to appreciate National Insurance Commission for the support so far, which has enabled us to remain on air till this point. Today we'll be looking at the topic travel insurance. This is the season where so many persons travel. You know, if you're not traveling now, you might travel later, and so this topic is quite key to everyone. Travel insurance. I'm sure you'll be wondering what is in this topic. To help me facilitate on this, I have a very seasoned insurance practitioner with me here in the studio. I'm talking about one who has had years of experience in this sector. Someone who has worked with various insurance companies. She is an associate of Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, and she has headed the technical department in Unique Fusion before moving over to BSL Insurance Brokers Limited, where she was the head of operations. Now I'm talking about the person who is the current CEO of Multi-Trade Insurance Brokers Limited. And I mean, she has held several posts in associations related to this profession. I'm talking about Miss Louise Ibedu. You are welcome to the studio this afternoon. You will agree with me that this is a unique topic that most persons don't know of, travel insurance. Can you let us in? What exactly is this travel insurance? What is it all about? Why is it necessary that we'll devote time to talk about it?
Okay. Thank you very much for having me on the program today. Travel insurance. Now, travel insurance is that insurance policy travelers purchase when they are traveling to protect them and indemnify them against unforeseen circumstances like sicknesses, injuries, accidents, and even loss of property. We're in the Yuletide period where people travel a lot. Certainly. We have a lot of foreign trips happening as we speak. Now, this travel insurance policy will help give travelers that rest of mind, that peace, that comfort to know that whenever certain eventualities happen, insurance is there to have them covered. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so you've heard it. Like I said, if you are not traveling now, certainly one day you will travel. Every human being is a potential traveler. Okay, travel insurance. What exactly is in it? I'm sure people want to know. What does it cover? Why do I need to procure this policy? Now I want to embark on a trip. Apart from the bags that I'm carrying or my life, what other things can it cover?
Okay. This is a question. When I answer and tell people what the travel certificate they have, the benefits embedded in it, they are wowed, they are shocked.
All right, tell us.
And it will be a pleasure to reel them out. Now, remember, people travel for various reasons. It could be for business, it could be for holiday, to relax, and also for educational pursuits. And then when you're embarking on this journey, remember you are leaving your country to another country. And there are certain things that might happen, you wouldn't know where to go. First and foremost, what the travel insurance covers is personal accident.
Okay.
When you are outside your country of residence, you're in another country, you might incur an accident that leads you to serious injury. Sometimes people lose the use of a body part, maybe a limb, an arm, an ear, and then some people die. We can't relegate that. Accidents do occur and people lose their lives. Now the travel insurance policy takes care of that once that happens. Then we have the medical services aspect of it. Under the medical services, you have your medical expenses incurred by sickness or injury. Now, when you are sick, you go to a hospital, you definitely have to pay the doctor's fee. Sometimes surgery, sometimes you have to be hospitalized. And then when you are injured, you still need medical care to cater for the injury you've sustained. With your travel insurance, it has you covered for those costs.
Okay.
Another thing in the medical services the travel insurance covers is the emergency medical needs.
Okay.
I've seen people that have traveled and all of a sudden they have an accident and nobody to look up to or help them. If you have this travel insurance, it helps you.
Okay.
We have the emergency medical repatriation.
Okay.
Where people fall ill or they are injured in another country, but because they want the support of their family, they will want to come back home to recuperate. The insurance policy takes care of that. Then we have the evacuation of mortal remains. I've seen people that have traveled for business, for pleasure, for educational pursuits, and they don't come back. They die. With your travel insurance policy, the policy will cater for arrangement to bring back the remains of your loved ones. Remember, it's not everybody that wants to be buried outside the shores of their country. So sometimes when this happens, the insurance policy takes care of bringing back the remains of your deceased one. We also have the medical emergency evacuation, where you are in your hotel or you are in your location and you sustain an injury or you become sick. To move you from that point to the hospital is going to cost money. You need an ambulance or even an air ambulance to be able to do that, depending on where you are. The insurance policy caters for that expenses too. And then we have the compassionate visit, where after the demise of a loved one that has traveled, a family member, a friend might be required to help assist in arranging and bringing back these remains.
Okay.
The insurance company will cater for the hotel and accommodation of that person. Aside that, the travel insurance also covers loss of luggage, checked-in luggage, or is stolen or damaged while you're on a trip. Those are still the benefits of the travel insurance. I've seen cases of, or even people losing their passports or travel documents. The cost of getting a new one, the insurance company will help you do that. Then cancellation of trips. You know, eventualities happen. I've seen people who are ready to go on a trip and few days to their trip, they take ill or they sustain an injury. And remember, most of these, there are certain things that demand your immediate attention. As long as it's unforeseen, you didn't know about these things, they just come up. Yes, the insurance will take care of helping you get back those deposits, refund of those deposits.
Wow, it's sounding so all-encompassing. And someone will be wondering, these things, are they for real? Do we have insurance companies in Nigeria that take on this kind of policies the way you have extensively explained it? I'm asking, do we have those kind of fund in Nigeria?
Yes,
so it's really happening in Nigeria.
That's what you get when you purchase your travel insurance. Remember, they said knowledge is key. Most people, the truth of the matter is most Nigerians buy travel insurance because the embassy they have gone for their visa is actually a requirement for you to travel. But most of us do not take the time to understand the benefits of what we are holding. I have cases where people went on a foreign trip for business and they took you, settled all their medical expenses and came back and
just
folded their arms. And I'm like, and then they meet me and I'm like, didn't you have a travel? They bought it though. I can't go through the hassle. But remember, if you do not try out what you have, how can you benefit from it?
You know, sorry, I'll have to come in here. You just mentioned something. People saying I can't go through the hassle. Now you're in the practice, you're in the profession. Are there really hassles? Are there really hurdles? Because if one must go for a refund of such expenses you made when you have this kind of cover, if there are no bottlenecks, people will happily go for the refund. So you just mentioned, are there hurdles? Why is it technical? Why is it difficult?
I wouldn't say they are hurdles or they are difficult. Remember, it's just like you now taking your car, or you have your car is bad. You're not a mechanic. To a mechanic, fixing that bad car is not an issue. It's his area of comfort. That's what he does. And the same thing when you buy an insurance product. They're actually experts in this area that will help you navigate these areas. There are things you would call hassle, that will not be an hassle to the expert. When you have a claim, what you are supposed to do is call up your insurance company on how to go about the claim. But most importantly, if you use a registered insurance broker, it makes it easier for you, because one of the functions of an insurance broker is to handle your claim processing for you. So you come back and there's an issue, it's as easy as picking up the phone call and like, I had this issue. They will guide you on what to do and tell you what next to do, and then follow through the process for you. So you don't need to, because the problem people have is having to follow through their claim processes with their own lives and their own activities and assignments. Some people find it burdensome, but when you have a broker, he or she can do that for you. All
right, thank you so very much. I'm sure we are getting deeper into the discussion and our viewers are gaining certainly new knowledge on this subject matter. You know, we're going to talk about claims, but that will be when we return from the break. You will let us in on how exactly to make claims, and probably I'm sure viewers will want to know what the cost is, what is the premium. The way you've mentioned is somebody will be saying this might be running into billions. I'd like you to stay tuned. When we return from this commercial, we'll bite deeper into this discussion. Thank you.
TPL, making insurance work for you.
All right, you're welcome back from that commercial. It's still your interesting program, Insurance Matters, being brought to you by Transparent Limited by Guarantee, with support from National Insurance Commission. And I've been your host, Ibedu, and my guest has been Miss Louise Ibedu. Thank you so far for helping us facilitate on this discussion. You know, like I said before we went on that commercial, where we have discovered much issue in the insurance practices in the area of claims. That reminds me, I think we'll need to put our phone lines on the screen so people can call. It's possible you might hear people who will call and they say we have been on this claim for so long. You know, as an NGO, we have helped so many persons facilitate claims that have lasted for years. Probably, you will say because of ignorance, maybe you may also say there are technicalities that they needed to navigate through, but that is a reality. Now, someone procures this travel policy and travels out of the country, and probably something happens. Is there any way that insurance company, or we already have a caller, let's see if we can take this call. Okay, hello, your name and where you are calling from.
I'm calling from
All right, go ahead.
Well, I'm calling. I want to ask. You know this insurance issue you are seeing. Are you hearing me?
Very well. Go ahead.
There is many companies of insurance. I don't know which company of insurance is it. Because of their travel insurance, with I want to know. That is what I'm asking for.
All right, thank you so much. Just keep listening. I'm sure you get that information. This caller is wanting to know, say, which company exactly. Well, we are only here to enlighten you. Probably outside the studio, you can call us. It's part of what we do at Transparent Protection Limited by Guarantee, and then we can link you up to variable insurance companies that you can procure this kind of policy. At the moment, we are not marketing any insurance company here. We're only bringing this knowledge to you. Okay, that is so much for that. Let's see if we can take this other call. Your name and where you are calling from. Hello, your name and where you calling from.
Yes, Barrister George, my name.
All right, Barrister George, you are calling from where?
Mitama.
All right, Mitama, go ahead, Barrister George.
My concern is that when you talk about people who make insurance claim, do they make the insurance claim from the court or they make it from the insurance agent? And how can somebody get his insurance in the poor legal system? Nigerian legal system is not well settled. Every day court gives different judgments.
All right.
During judgments, Court of Appeal, this division will give on that judgment. Court of Appeal, another division will give on that judgment. How do you make insurance claim to satisfy someone's need as quick as possible? Not something like you said, you followed one for years. You followed claims for years. We're not, somebody who is feeling hot cannot endure for years waiting for claims to mature. That's my concern. I said, let me just call you and ask how quick is possible.
All right, thank you so very much, Barrister George. The lines are buzzing, but probably we'll come back to the calls after now. Let me quickly correct an impression. I didn't say we followed up a claim for years. What I said is that this person who had that policy had, struggled to get that claim for years until she came to our office and we stepped in. We have been able to resolve claims within weeks, within days. Well, I will allow you to take a bite on this. Where exactly should someone who is in need of claim go to?
Okay. Thank you so much,
yes,
Barrister, for that question. First and foremost, when you purchase an insurance product,
yes,
you are given a policy document. The policy document, there's always a provision where it is clearly stated what you are to do in time of claim. You need to notify.
Yes.
Notification, what do I mean by that? You need to be able to, if you bought the policy directly from an insurance company, in that document, there is an address, and they've even gone forward, the era we are in, their email, their websites there, and there are even phone numbers we can call. First and foremost, you need to notify the insurance company of your claim. You can't expect you have a claim and then the insurance, no.
Okay.
Then you need to notify. Now, for those of you that are using a broker or have a broker, you can notify your broker is as good as notifying the insurance company. The broker will take it up from there.
Yeah.
And then some people, the society we live in, some people just don't know what to do. They have this claim. They don't even know that the policy document has details of the underwriting company for them to contact. Meet any broker, a registered insurance broker. They will help you with that.
All right. Thank you very much for that answer. Phone lines are buzzing. The truth is most people believe that insurance companies don't want to settle claims. And that is part of the reason why we at Transparent Protection Limited by Guarantee, we are in existence. And we know what to do. We know the right people to talk to. Some persons don't even know that there is a provision in the NICOM Act that empowers NICOM to withdraw the license of an insurance company that has a certain number of unsettled claims. And we have had to explore that area to make certain companies to settle these claims. And I want to tell our viewers, you have issues, reach us. you know, you may not know how to go about it, but this is a key area as an NGO that has taken it upon ourselves to see to it that we not only enlighten people, but we ensure that you reap the benefit of the policies that you have procured. I'm afraid that time is fast running, but this caller has been calling. Let's see. Hello, your name and where you're calling from.
I'm sorry. I'm calling from FCT.
All right, go ahead. Okay, we've lost that call. Okay, quickly, we'll get back to the studio as we begin to wrap up. Now, I procure this travel policy. Should I be bothered? Because I know when I procure, I should let them know my travel date. I'll be taking off on so date. Should I be bothered if my travel date is changed for one reason or the other?
You shouldn't be bothered if your travel date is changed. Okay. All you need to do is call the insurance company.
Yes.
Or you call the broker that helps you purchase the policy.
Okay.
And then notify them on the change of date, and then they would effect a new date for you. Okay, so
it doesn't change. I shouldn't be bothered that much. I should just notify.
Just ensure that you notify on time.
Finally, for want of time, I would just like you to quickly address this issue. What are those things considered in fixing premium?
Oh, yes.
Just within a minute, because time is...
What we consider before premium is fixed is the age, date of birth or age of the traveler or intended policy holder. Right. The second thing you look at is that you must be able to tell us the country you are going to. Okay. Well, there are different policies for different countries. You have the Schengen countries, European countries. You have the worldwide, anywhere in the world. Okay. And then you have the worldwide, including 4 countries, America, Canada, Japan, and Australia. That's a wider coverage. Now, if you look at the different policies I mentioned, the Schengen is just limited to European countries, then the worldwide, and then the worldwide including those 4 countries. So the wider the coverage, the more the premium. You can't be going to Schengen country and you want to pay less, and somebody is going to worldwide including. Then the last thing to be considered is the date, the duration of your trip. Right. We need to know when you are leaving the country and when you are coming back. You don't expect somebody going for a 7-day trip and somebody going for a 2 months or somebody going for a 3 months to pay the same premium. Right. So these are the 3 things you look at before premium can be considered.
All right, time is not always on our friend. We have lots of calls, but like I will always say, okay, this caller, let's see if we can smuggle this in. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Yes, your name? Okay, hello, your name and where you calling from?
My name.
Well, those are part of the things we see. Okay, let's try this last one. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello, can you hear us? All right, I think the network is beginning to act up. Like I always say, save this number. You might need it in the future. Some persons have called us, you know, because they saw this number on the screen and we had to step in to help them. You may not know when you have issues relating to insurance policy or your loved ones, but we are always there. Our offices are always open. Our phone lines are always open. Once again, I want to really appreciate our guest for coming on this program. But let's see. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello, your name and where you calling from? All right, time. We'll be leaving it at that point. Thank you so much, our viewers, for being a part of this conversation. Outside the studio, we'll pick your calls, we'll return your calls, we'll have meaningful conversation. Once again, this has been your interesting program, Insurance Matters, brought to you by Transparent Limited by Guarantee. And my name is Godfrey, your regular host, and my guest has been Miss Louise Neka Ibedu. Thank you so much for coming on this program.
Thank you so much
like I will always say, we'll be back on your screen same time next week. Be insured and be assured of health. Enjoy your season's celebration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.